Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. Today we're tackling something I think is a truly universal struggle trying to lose weight without feeling like your stomach is just constantly running on empty. It's the worst, right? Because we've literally all been there. You're staring into the fridge at 9 p.m., just wondering, does losing weight seriously just mean starving all the time? Well, the short answer absolutely not. Biologically speaking, the real secret here isn't starvation at all. It's actually about choosing foods that actively keep you energized and, most importantly, completely satisfied. To figure out how to do that, we're going to look at 8 incredible weight loss friendly foods across 6 key areas. We'll cover the secret to satiety, the protein powerhouses, high volume, low calorie foods, the fiber factor, beating sugar and snack cravings, and wrap up with how small changes lead to big results. All right, section 1, the secret to satiety. So, what exactly is satiety? Well, it's basically the state of feeling full, satisfied, and energized. And honestly, understanding this is the absolute foundational strategy for sustainable weight loss. When you're truly satiated, your cravings drop, your energy stabilizes, and you finally stop fighting your own biology. It's a real game changer. And this brilliantly illustrates how we can map our 8 target foods, so that's steak, cucumbers, yogurt, beans, shrimp, carrots, oatmeal, and pineapple, directly to the 4 main drivers of fullness. Those are protein, volume, fiber, and cravings. Keep this mental map in the back of your mind as we break down these pillars, okay? Moving on to section 2, the protein powerhouses. When it comes to high-quality protein, we've got 3 major standouts that pack a massive punch. We're talking lean steak, plain yogurt, and shrimp. These guys are your primary tools for putting the brakes on hunger and, eliminating those random trips to the pantry. First step is lean steak. Now, getting high-quality protein from steak helps preserve your muscle mass even when you're eating fewer calories. And your muscle acts like a metabolic engine, naturally burning more calories for you all throughout the day. Just make sure you're opting for leaner cuts and definitely skip those heavy calorie-dense sauces. Next, let's look at plain yogurt versus sugary flavored yogurt. See, plain yogurt isn't just a great protein source, it's also rich in probiotics. And a healthy gut actively helps regulate those pesky cravings. The sugary versions, on the other hand, well, they just spike your insulin and actually trigger more hunger. If you need a little sweetness, just toss in some fresh fruit. Simple as that. Now, what's really interesting here is shrimp. Shrimp offers this totally unique advantage because it's incredibly high in protein, but surprisingly low in calories. So you can enjoy a really hearty, satisfying portion that fully supports your fat loss goals, assuming, of course, you aren't deep frying them. Let's jump into section 3, high volume, low calorie. Think about cucumbers versus your typical junk food, like a bag of chips. Chips are super high in calories, but incredibly low in volume. Cucumbers, they are basically the exact opposite since they're mostly water. Swapping chips for cucumber slices adds this massive volume to your meal. It physically stretches your stomach and signals that feeling of fullness right to your brain, but for a fraction of the calories. It's almost like a biological cheat code. All right, let's move to section 4 and see how this builds the fiber factor. Now, when we talk about fiber, beans and oatmeal are absolute, undeniable staples. They're incredibly affordable, they seamlessly fit into almost any meal plan, and they are practically biochemically engineered to give you long-lasting energy. Because here's the thing, protein plus fiber equals the ultimate fullness combo. And beans are basically magic because they naturally contain both. The fiber physically slows down your digestion. That means it takes your body way longer to process, which acts as a fantastic natural defense against overeating. And we actually see that exact same slow digestion magic with oatmeal. Picture this, a warm bowl of complex oats in the morning digests at a snail's pace. It literally keeps you full for hours and severely reduces those dreaded afternoon cravings. Actually, for an even bigger metabolic boost, try pairing those oats with a protein powerhouse, like that plain yogurt we talked about earlier. Moving on to section 5, beating sugar and snack cravings. Look, even if you have the most disciplined diet in the world, your brain is eventually going to demand a crunch or a sugar hit. It's just human nature. To conquer this, we rely on our ultimate craving busters, carrots and fresh pineapple. Sometimes you just need to physically chew on something, right? Well, junk food offers nothing but empty calories. Carrots, however, are naturally sweet, they are incredibly low in calories, and they deliver this really aggressive, satisfying crunch without a single ounce of guilt. They hit the nail right on the head.
And for those moments when your brain is practically screaming for sugar, fresh pineapple is your best friend. It totally satisfies those intense sweet cravings and genuinely feels like a dessert. But because it's a refreshing, whole food, it absolutely won't derail your daily calorie goals.
Finally, Section 6, Small Changes, Big Results.
So the crucial point is this: you literally do not need to starve to see progress. As the saying goes, small changes done consistently create big results. It's simply about consistently swapping in foods that work for your fullness rather than against it.
So, I'm going to leave you with this to think about. What satiating swap are you going to make in your very next meal? Are you going to trade chips for cucumbers? Maybe swap out that sugary yogurt for plain. The power to take control of your hunger is quite literally right there on your plate. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you all next time.